Alrighty, everybody. We got the blue shirt on today, which means the camera should do the cool yellow effect. I like when it does that. Alright, we're back in another video in our bulk series, I guess. Just keep going like this until I figure out what the heck I'm going to do. So I'll probably roll out a video kind of explaining what we're going to do. I might do it in like this weekend or something. I don't know. So basically what I'll do is I'll record my usual video. So Friday night, Saturday night, I don't know what the heck the video would be. It'd be like, it might be, oh no, it might be rest day. No, our next rest day isn't actually until classes start. I can't believe that, guys. Classes start a week from yesterday, which is crazy. So a week from today, I'll be on my second day. Hard to believe summer went that quick, but you know, we went through an entire cut. The cut was long. However, the bulk, my God, we're like 65, 66 days into it. That went by in a flash. So I guess if I want the time to go slower, I just cut the whole summer. We'll see if we're going to do that next summer. I don't really know what our plan is here, how long we're going to bulk for. You know, still looking about the same. We've gained a little bit of fat, obviously, but I'm starting to hold myself down and get better at this and, you know, trying to only do one cheat meal a week. You know, I've been doing like a lot of crap the past few days. Well, not a few days, but last few weeks, actually. Right now, I'm like 2 days clean of doing everything like I should be doing. So actually I've subtracted a cereal bar at lunch. Usually I do a cereal bar, so I've taken that down, but I'm still doing 4 Rice Krispie treats before we lift. Try and help me. So technically it's minusing 140, but more like it's minus 40 because we got the extra Rice Krispie back too. But I've been doing 4 for like a few weeks, so we're gonna see how this is gonna be. And if I accidentally, you know, get a bunch of candy or something, then I'll have to just maybe go down to 3 Krispie treats or something for a week or so, just to kind of, you know, even that out. Or I can just do more cardio. You know, that's probably the best thing to do, is just get more steps. Focus on walking between sets, and we should be good. So today is shoulders and abs. Let's go ahead and get to today. I did our leg raises, 15. Almost got 13 in the second set. Yeah, it's just one of those. Leg raises are hard to progressive overload on. I think I'll be able to do 15 and 15 eventually, but it's honestly the grip. My grip gives out before my abs sometimes, which is difficult. That's why captain chairs are, you know, recommended for the leg raises. But I think, you know, at the same time, I'm thinking, like, I don't want to be able to do, like, you know, a billion leg raises. I think my core is pretty, you know, defined for as, you know, as high of a body fat I have right now. Now, I think doing the cable crunches ultimately was going to get better. I feel like the leg raises are just good to keep them toned and strong and, you know, good for mobility and stuff. I don't think leg raises alone can build a, you know, perfect core. Now, again, the more advanced I get, the better my reps will look, so it'll be much more, you know, my legs will be able to get much higher, and I'll control them for like 2 seconds on the way down, and I'll just get ridiculous, and everything will just look cool. Someday I'll have to record them. But yeah, that's how I did today. Then our second, no, I didn't do any twists. I just did 2 sets. One was 15 reps, and the second was 12. So that's all we did there. So next up, we got cable crunches. We're going to do 100 pounds. I think we got 8 last time, so we're going to see if we get to 9. I don't know how I got over so many last time. I'm going to make sure my form is good here, because I don't want to, you know, injure myself on those. It's getting heavy. That's a lot of weight. Also, I'm wondering if that's why my biceps have been feeling a little sore. I wonder if I'm cheating a little bit on the cable crunches and engaging biceps, because when I do a crunch, I wonder if I'm pulling down too. You know, I don't know who did it, Sam Sulek or somebody. The bicep pull down or whatever, where you know, like this, and you pull down and it hits your biceps. I have been noticing my biceps have been a little sore after today's lift. Now, I was pinning it on the rear delt flies. Maybe the 25s are too heavy, and I'm like kind of stretching my arms out as I'm doing it, which might be working my biceps a little bit. But I'm wondering if it's the cable crunches, because I do feel a bit of a bicep pump after that. So I'm wondering if we're going to have to go down about 20 pounds, which sucks. But we might have to. You know, I just got to try and keep my arms above my head all the time and not bring the cable down. So I'm going to warm up today and try, but hopefully 75 feels heavy today. And you know, which means I'm doing better form. But we'll see. Okay, after that, we'll be doing our lateral raises, our rear delt flies, and then our calf raises. So we're going to go right into lateral raises, 30 pounds. See if we can get 15 today. We've been moving pretty decent weight. I didn't record our last Shabs day, but I still got 14. So we're getting closer. So here we go. All right, we're going quicker today. Just did 25 for 3 and not even 20 seconds ago. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and move on here. Well, first off, we'll go over our cable crunch stats. I did 85 today. I did for 10. So I was making sure to keep my elbows above my head and not letting, you know, them biceps take over the exercise. I think that's what I was doing. That's how I got up to 100 so quick. 85 is still a challenge. It might even still be a little too challenging, but we'll see how my biceps feel tomorrow. Then again, I think I've had that issue sometimes. It could also be from the hanging leg raises, hanging there for so long. That usually is why my forearms hurt. Then we did oblique cable crunches. 1 set, 55 for 10 each side. I'm still working on those. Those are really difficult to do. Duh. One more. Oh, one more. 15. Let's go. Count that as a rough 14 again. I almost had 15. Depends on what you count as high enough. I just don't quite see it there. One of these sessions we'll probably just have to go up and try 35s and just screw it. I probably won't get more than 6, but hey, it couldn't hurt to try. But I feel like today, I don't know. I've been doing really good. Last session was probably the best 30s I've ever felt. But I don't know, my delts were kind of feeling weird on both sides. Okay, just finished up our Rudolph flies. They moved pretty good today. I won't lie. Well, I dropped down in weight. Pretty much everything except lateral raises. Well, I don't know. I think it was just one of those days. I'm just trying to correct form. Still eating the same. Still got good sleep. Leg raises, got the same numbers as last time. Cable crunches, we did 85 for 10 and 80 for 12. Focus more on the core. I felt it more on the core early on. Usually I just feel it in the core at the very end. That's I think my biceps are giving out and my core is starting to take over. So I was like, oh, interesting. And then we did our oblique, 55 for 10. Still good. Do that again next time. Lateral raises, we did 30 for rough 14. The next set, last time I did 30 for 12. I'm like, what? Is that true? I only got 30 for 11 today. I was making sure I was keeping my form good. Now I'm also taking a lot less rest time. I'm trying to only have a minute in between sets on lateral raises, so that's where it affects the next number. Last time, for some reason, after 30 for 12, I was able to rep 25 for 15. There's no way. I think I had bad form and I was pausing. It's just because I only got 25 for 7 today, and I think that's a good starting point. And then after that, last time I did 25 again for 12. How did I only lose 3 reps? There's no way. There's no way. I must have been taking like 4 to 5 minutes between each set. I mean, lateral raise only took me 10 minutes today. Not cool. So then we did 20 for our final set for 8, as opposed to 25 for 12. Either I got weak as hell in 3 days, or numbers are lying. But I just look at that, I'm like, there's no way I got 25 for 12. Unless something's wrong with the app. So I should probably go check. Anyway, rear delt flies. My left rear delt was hurting the whole session. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go easy on it today. First I did 20 for 25. I did 20 for 22. And then we went down to 15. Did that for 30. So that was nice. I'll probably go off these numbers again. I feel like the 25 are just too heavy. And then we still got to do calf raises as well. But let's go ahead and do our pump check while our delts are basically at their prime. So we flew through today's workout. So we should have a good pump. See what we're working with. Bang. My lateral delts look good. They don't feel good, though. They kind of hurt. Oh, look at that rear delt. Yeah, if we had a little bit more leanness, you could really see like the band in between the shoulder, tricep, and bicep. Unfortunately, a little bit, yeah, over here. Shadow catches it a little bit. Still see obliques pretty well. I feel lean today than I did the past few days. Again, I've just eaten my normal food, -1 cereal bar, so we're not in a deficit. I hope not. If we are, I'm hoping we're not. Well, this previous weekend, last time I weighed in, I went at 206. I'm hoping I'm down like 203. I want to be like 203. 203 to 202. I mean, I'm obviously not going to lose weight. It's going to be just because I have less food in my system and less water retention, hopefully. But we'll see. And hopefully I just take a dump before I weigh in the night before. Usually I don't wait in the morning. I got to let breakfast pass through me. And I'm not waiting that long for drinking or eating. So, yeah. Okay, really good pump today. I won't lie. A lot of delts are looking nice. Same with the lats. Good combo. It's shorter waist ratios looking decent. Obviously, we just be leaner and everything will tighten up. But not getting lean now. We're getting bulky. So let's go ahead and wrap up the outro here. Probably do a few more videos with our normal pump check stuff. I am working on the app. A month of using worked great. However, I just discovered one little bug yesterday, and I'm trying to fix it. So apparently you can't export your data. If you can't export your data, well, it's basically like installing an app, like a game or something. You get really far, you uninstall it, you reinstall it, and everything's gone. Doesn't save your progress. Now, the method I created without having to do servers is you can export your data to a file. So if you delete the app before exporting, it's gone. So you got to make sure you export it once in a while. That's why I try to do that once a month. My last one actually was July 19th. So I got thinking I should export to back everything up. I try it and it doesn't work. So I go on, test it. I do a fresh app. I create one workout that's got everything correct. I try and export that one workout on the, the emulator on my computer. It doesn't work. So I'm like, oh, how did I go this long without noticing it? So I don't know why it's a problem now, considering I went a whole month without even realizing it. So I shouldn't be too concerned, but yeah, still I got to work on that. But I think once I get this finished, it's time to go. I'm getting motivated to release it now, so it's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Tomorrow we'll be back biceps and forearms. One of the last ones before we go back. I actually think we'll have one more. I think the last day before we go back is back and biceps. So yeah, ooh, that's kind of scary. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow for great back, bicep, and forearms. I think we're going to go, well, hold on before we end this. I think tomorrow we're going to go back to dumbbells. I don't know. I think I want to try 45s. We've never done them before. Now, it might be a dumb idea. I think I'll warm up. I'll go up and do the 40s, maybe 2 before we do the 45 to see how they're feeling. Again, we don't want our form to be like this. We want our form to be, pretty strict. A little bit of elbow sway is fine then at the bottom. But since we're at our all-time strongest for biceps because of the barbell curls, I think we should be past 40s eventually. I don't know. We'll see. I also don't think my 40s form was ever that good either. So we'll see. It's much easier, with the barbell because it's just all you just hold yourself up and all bicep strength. Whereas the dumbbells are loose. You gotta control your wrists, forearms, all that crap. However, the dumbbells don't make my forearms feel bad. So we'll see. I think I'll do dumbbell curls again next session just to see how they feel, dumbbells, and yeah, we'll go from there. We might do 40, we might do 45. It all just depends on how it feels. So yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and close today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow for a great back, bicep, and forearms. As long as our rear delt and everything feels fine. I wasn't really expecting that today, but we should be able to train back tomorrow now. The only thing that might hinder could pull downs, but it might be rows. We'll see. Hopefully all is good tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye.